What's up? It's Dr. Will James in here with Dr. Will James Reports. If you're in here and you're new, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so that you get a notification every time I upload a new video. It's free, costs you nothing, just to support the channel, help grow the channel, help me become a part of the algorithm. So today we're talking about how people hear what they want to hear, see what they want to see based on their perception of you. When you speak, you may not be the issue. What you may say nothing wrong. It's people's perception of you that is going to impact how they view what you say, and how they respond to it. You know, you could say something that's not offensive, but they take offense to it because of how they perceive you. They think you're being offensive even when you're not. Or they just have a bias against you. So they look for any opportunity to highlight that bias or, try to make you look negative or anything like that. So I say that to say, I'm going to play a video. So I appeared on 8 at the Table podcast a week ago on the 12th. Now, if you go to my page, you see that I uploaded a video 2 weeks ago speaking about Aisha Diaz. So I'm going to play this video, but when I went to 8 at the Table podcast, there was this girl there who knows Aisha Diaz. Now, the conversation wasn't about, wasn't specifically supposed to be about Aisha Diaz. It was in general. And I think her name is Jada. She said something about, men will go for, certain women so that they could get, clout. They want to be able to show off a woman with them who's like, untouchable and stuff like that. And I said, yeah, but you're not untouchable if you're on OnlyFans, because then men that removes the untouchable part, because several men have access to seeing you in an intimate way, in a explicit way that men of prestige don't want their woman to be seen. They don't want people to have access to their woman or be able to Google the woman that they're with, that's on their arm, even if it's just short term. It takes away that, high value look perception of the woman if I can Google her and just see certain things, but whatever I'm going to see. So that's what I said. And because it was her friend, she had a certain response to what I said. I was like, but having an OnlyFans takes away from that, being untouchable. And she was like, oh, we're not going to talk about her. No. Then later on in that same, on the same show, same podcast, like it was a few minutes later, she was like, oh, she was being playful, like, oh, don't cry, don't, stop crying about everything, talking to me. I'm like, yeah, you the one who had, a reaction to me saying something about someone I'm cool with. Now, cool with, for people don't know, is a figure of speech that just can mean you do not have a problem with, right? And I'm going to Google that for people so that people can see. Since people love Google and stuff, they say Google is your friend. In slang, saying I'm cool with someone means that you have no negative feelings towards that person, are on good terms with them, or have resolved the past conflict. It indicates that you have a relaxed, colloquial, or accepting relationship with them. So, did we see that? Yeah, we saw it. So, that's what that means. I have no conflict with her. I wasn't attacking her by saying that. And, in the video, you can hear her say, oh, you said you know her. I didn't say I know her. Saying you know someone is totally different. But To prove my point that I wasn't trying to say I know her, 2 weeks earlier, 2 weeks earlier, a week prior to me going to the show, before that video clip, I have this 2 weeks ago, and I'm about to play the video of me saying how I know her and how I know of her and what I mean by that. There's some, pictures online and stuff like that. Even though, I've met her before in person, back when she was a star tender and things like that. And she's real sweet, real nice personality. Doesn't come across as, conceited or nothing like that. But that's beyond the point here. Because so that right there, I said the same term again. She was cool, had a cool personality. I'll play it back for those, who are fishing for something. Pictures online and stuff like that. Even though, I've met her before in person, back when she was a star tender and things like that. And she's real sweet, real nice personality. Doesn't come across as, conceited or nothing like that. But that's beyond the point here. So that's what I mean by she's cool. Also, when I say, cooler, I'm cool. Yo, I don't got no conflict with this person. I don't have no grudge, no ill will, nothing towards her. I have no reason to attack her personally. That's also why I'm not a fan of panels. Because when you go there and you're on a certain level, you vibrate on a certain level, or you have a certain level of intellect, and then you carry yourself with a certain way. I'm not looking for conflict. I'm looking to spread a message that's going to impact the next generation. And I'm looking to have meaningful conversations and something that's going to move the needle. I'm not looking to get into petty beefs with people who have, a personal relationship with someone who's being discussed. We're adults, we're able to have mature conversations and control our emotions, is what we should be able to do. I'm able to control my emotions and I'm able to separate, something that is, a viral topic of discussion. Even, if I have a relationship with the person, I'm able to ask the right questions. Oh, are you attacking this person? No, I'm talking about the topic in general. You are not untouchable if people can access you on OnlyFans or on the internet in any way and see explicit photos or videos or anything like that. That takes away from it. And that was the discussion. So later on in the discussion, when she was like, oh, stop crying about stuff, I'm like, look, you had a reaction to someone I don't have a problem with. And prior to her calling her, I even clarified myself and what I meant by that. So I had already voided it anyway. In no way was I trying to portray like, oh, I could call her on my phone or like we're tight or we talk or anything like that. Like none of that was the case. So I pride myself on being a man of honor and being transparent and things like that. So just because, people are not up to speed on, colloquial terms or verbiage and certain things and certain meanings, it's not my fault. But I provided clarity prior to the phone call, but I think it was a way to sort of deflect the discussion and divert the discussion because, she felt a certain way. And she also heard what she wanted to hear. She said, didn't you say, oh, you know her? I'm like, no, I didn't say I know her. So that just proves my point. But, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. And yeah, I just wanted to clear that up. Peace.